Rich, but I came from the Nile Valley. It's bittersweet, I smile sadly. Truth rarely seen like child's daddies. I'm in Hotep, I style flashy. Regarded highly, I'm Selassie. As time is passing, tribes are clashing. I know the ledge, I grow my dreads. My queen's two open legs have golden eggs, I'm hatched. 9 months had to hold my breath. Now I dream so heavy that I broke the bed. Provoke the feds that slaughter the sons. 12 get the 4-5 like a quarter to 1. The war has begun. Latin for sun, the soul and melanites get more of the sun. We the fortunate ones. Got the God in the womb and the Lord in my come, and no more means love. Death is the source that I'm from. Everything that they do, we have already done. Self-taught, my ice a melt salt. Mine high price, I write and sell thought. I felt cloth, I cannot in cotton shopping. Aquaponic, chronic options. Botanizing and pot concoction. Earth for thought, her twat is rotten.
Peace, family. Welcome to another episode, Underground Railroad Productions. We are backstage at the Ashwa Kwesi lecture, King Simon's event. Red and Blue, welcome back, brothers.
Hello.
Let me tell the family, I know I've been slacking on a lot of videos. There's good reason for that. I got me and Cambada. We're having a virtual album release. I guess you could say listening session or whatever, this Friday from 9 to 12. I'm gonna have the fly and everything out. It's gonna be a virtual album listening session. We're gonna debut all the tracks from the album. It's gonna be available to purchase that day. It's gonna be hosted by Lord Jamal. Black Dot be in the building. Red and Blue will be in the building. It's gonna be an event of a lifetime. Virtual album listening session. So I'm gonna have more information for y'all with that in the next couple of days. But I want to talk to y'all about something, man. We've been doing this thing for quite some time on YouTube. Before then, it was Blog Talk. Before then, it was VHS. Blues done been in newspapers, Four Corners. We've been doing this journalism thing.
Keep going.
Quite. I'm gonna end it there, but check it out. Roland Martin, TV One, recently canceled his show. They said due to budget cuts. Some people don't believe it's because of that. Some people believe it's because of other things. Mm-hmm. But there's no black news channels or news shows on mainstream media no more. It's dead. It is completely dead, my brother. It's not like back in the day when we had all types of shows on TV. There may be one or two, but it's really, really dying. A lot of people saying nobody wants to hear what mainstream is kicking anymore.
Can I share?
Roland Martin, a lot of people, the thing he was most famous for this year was when he invited Umar Johnson.
The debacle.
Yeah, and he kind of like set him up.
The Roland ambush is
the Roland ambush. And Umar held himself down. And even after Roland's show got canceled, Umar was very mature, and he wrote an Instagram post giving him props and showing the brother love, and not going against his brother in the public eye.
Fact.
But
what did Boyce Watkins say?
I didn't watch that video yet. I didn't watch that video yet, Dr. Boyce Watkins. But talk to me about what's going on in media, man. There's been a change in the way media is viewed, the way news is viewed, the way news is consumed. We got new words like fake news. Talk to me about what you think about the cancellation of the Roland Martin show, brother.
The change that has taken place seems to be the change that's taken place industry-wide, where the target audience has shifted. The target audience has now shifted to 17 to 25-year-olds. And as a result of the shift, they've decided to deliver the news in microdoses. So the purveying news platforms or media platforms is Donkey of the Day. It's The Breakfast Club. It's Wendy Williams' Gossip Report. And then it is also, so it's news mixed with comedy, because Ricky Smiley is popping, Steve Harvey is popping, D.L. Hewley is popping.
Right. So you're getting all your information and news from comedians?
Yes, from comedians again. Wow. So it has returned back to that. Charlemagne the God, he's giving you the news. Miss Info is giving you the news.
Academics.
So Everyday Struggle is going to do the news. So the news has now been relegated to gossip. Because did we mention the queen of them all, Wendy, the mother of this?
Yeah, you spoke on that.
Yeah, so she's become Now, black news is only focused on celebrity news, entertainment, and who but these people who have been christened, or they've been, you know what I mean? They've been given that mantle that you can speak about entertainment, because you don't have to be a scholar. You don't have to be, you don't have to be plugged into the financial sector of Black America. You know what I mean? The political realm.
You just have to know enough about what's going on Black Twitter to interview and invite the intellectuals if they do.
If they do happen to show up, your talking points are from Black Twitter, or the producers who already set up the shows. They're the ones who are basically giving you the meat of the interview. And the way that certain interviews are going these days, the questions have already been emailed in. So gossip, basic news that you get on Twitter, off your Twitter feed, and the debate channel, they turned everyday struggle. They call that a debate with academics and Joe Budden. Like, so real debates have now been supplanted by
with objectionable
conjecture,
views, right?
Yeah,
they put two opposing views on each side, and they see what comes of that, and then they have a moderator in the middle to sift through, you know what I'm saying, the sentiments.
So that's the watering down of,
and that's on that side. In the world of white males, you see what's happening in their news media. The toppling of the talking heads and
Charlie Rose.
The forceful removal of people who are antiquated, that no longer are going to serve the hyper news cycles that are being pretty much dominated by Drudge, on their side, Alex Jones,
InfoWars,
InfoWars, and Young Turks, you know what I'm saying? Is shifted, internet, you know what I'm saying? So what do they need with a Charlie Rose? What do they, you know what I'm saying?
Matt Lauer.
What do they need with a Matt Lauer? They probably finessed him out of his contract.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people, they ain't got their parachutes.
Bill O'Reilly and all of them. You know what I mean?
They have to consolidate, you know what I'm saying? These industries are bleeding. Media is bleeding. Not so much about viewership, but it's really dealing with ad dollars. They're getting slaughtered.
Nobody's want to see them.
By Facebook. They're getting slaughtered by the online media companies.
Facts.
They're not calling themselves Facebook, and Google and them will never call themselves media companies, because that's considered a
devaluation.
That's a devaluation. That's a death in the industry for you to identify yourself as media, because media comes with standards. And standards have been thrown out of the window because we are in a post-non-standardized world because of these politics.
Facts.
You understand? So there's no standards, there's no morals, there's no truth. That shit is subjective. Like, fuck truth.
As we explained in the lecture, that it's more about emotionalism by the way of Trump, the Trump administration.
Sitting up there trying to tell the truth. Nobody wants to
hear the truth.
They want to be.
They want to laugh. They want to be entertained. They want to sip tea.
And they want to be riled. For whatever position that they identify with, they want red meat. These niggas is up here talking like dinosaurs. Get them out of here. You feel me? So there's no world that has been formatted. There's no future for Roland Martin in media. Or
he's a victim of disruption. New media has disrupted old media. And these are the dinosaurs that you see them putting to sleep.
Why do they need Roland Martin when they have Boyce Watkins?
Facts.
You understand?
Why do you think mainstream media, shows like the Roland Martin Show or these other black mainstream publications, why do you think they refuse to acknowledge, let's just say, a documentary such as Hidden Colors? If it's about bringing in an audience, if they're seeing how mainstream this conscious audience is becoming, and they're seeing the effect a documentary like Hidden Colors is having, being a #1 seller on Amazon, why wouldn't they even acknowledge it? It's like they act like it didn't even exist. Could have that caused the death of them, totally ignoring what all black people in online are talking about? They just completely ignored it, it seems.
It's not all black people. It's a strong populace, like we said. This shifts. The online media demographics and audience is different than TV One's viewing audience. TV1's viewing audience is mainly Christian, right? They come from a education background. Their median income might be 85,000. I'm saying maybe 60 or 85,000 and over.
Yes.
So these are your people that you'll find probably in Maryland in the Beltway.
Silver
you know what I'm saying? Boulay, what have you. Validation of hidden colors and the talking points. That's a contradiction
to their reality,
reality and their narrative and what these people stand for. So they can't reach over and just, commission a piece or a parcel of this information or this movement to say, we're going to Christian this and we're going to put Tariq on it. No, they can't do that. That's not part of their paradigm.
Because they were given, you know how when shows bring on experts to speak from an expert point of view, they have been given a pantheon of experts to reach out to. Some of these experts are not even here anymore. You know what I mean? So they've been given a litany of names and personalities, authors, people who are definitely qualified. Apparently, it's beginning to look like they avoided these experts or these experts in these fields for reactionary journalism. You know what I mean? Right? Basically propping up certain kind of names and certain kind of other personalities who are not with the program. And I think that the people definitely noticed that, like I said, because of the disruption of new media.
Think about
it showed the hypocrisy of old media.
Where do these talking heads outside of Mark Lamont Hill, where do these talking heads that be on CNN come from? Is that shit from Twitter, Black Twitter? Like, where these dudes coming from?
I ain't in the club. Whatever club they pluck them from.
Like,
I'm not part of that club.
Who knows these people? They popping online, like, you feel me? I don't know who these people are, but yet they always, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. They always going to these people to get them to talk and to be the heads and to be the talking heads and the advocates of situations in quote-unquote Black America, but they're not getting Umar to talk. They're not getting Tariq to talk.
They're not coming to the culture.
They're not coming to the culture. They're getting the pills to talk. Shit, they're not even getting Charlemagne to talk. You feel me?
But
and truth be told, these are the people that have their posts on the quote-unquote broader society that, let's say, we belong to demographic-wise, that have already been ordained to say, yo, this person can somewhat kind of talk for me.
Yeah,
you feel me? At least they have good enough talking points that if we don't agree, it still be a good argument. Who these other niggas? Where they come from? What are their credentials? You feel me? It's just shit all Boulay based. They have these particular clubs and these lists and these fraternities that say, look, you feel me?
Yeah,
we're gonna
from
get
there.
Yeah, we're gonna get Terrence J. What's the other nigga? We used to do the club promotion. We're gonna get AJ and Terrence J. Okay, to speak for Black America. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, do you see this as progress though? To see that people are going online for news, people are going to Black Magic or Boyce Watkins or Tariq or Yvette Cornell, I think her name is. Because real quick, because it almost seems as if Roland was angry when he had Dr. Umar on there. It's not that he just interviewed. He was really angry. If you read his body language, he was really angry at Umar Johnson.
Well, yeah, from what I was told, Umar knew that it was going to be a firefight because he said that the initial interaction backstage, he was ignored. Like, Roland didn't even greet him, behind the scenes. So he already knew that they was finna, be coming for his head. But again, Umar must have said something that angered somebody who Roland looks up to. You know what I'm saying? Who Roland gets his
Harry
talk.
Belafonte or one of them.
You know what I mean? He got the phone call like, look, we got to shut this nigga down. And that's how that goes. We're not real enough about the interpolitical firefights that take place against Black academia or Black thought leaders.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We're not clear enough about that to say, you niggas really think this shit is kumbaya. Y'all got everything to say about how people in the conscious community have friction, but y'all really don't talk about how, the older glitterati, you know what I'm saying? The black
Old guard.
Illuminati, the old guard. You know what I'm saying? Really don't fuck with people and be trying to shut them down every chance they get. Okay? Because what we're saying is counter to what it is that they have took an oath to.
Yeah, and they said it's that post-civil rights,
Right?
assembly
yeah.
line.
Yeah, or then you have, you know what I'm saying, just the whole aspect of, the age situation.
Yeah.
You know, that you find, again, in microcosms, you can find it in this community. You can find it going on in hip-hop right now with the old heads.
The old-
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
the
You
young
find it
versus
in
the old.
academia. You find it in all of these things. You know what I'm saying? That people with particular positions are not going to make way for somebody else to come through. And I know this from being in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't have a handler, you know what I'm saying? You're not particular.
Come on through.
Come on.
Come on.
You know, you're not spoken for, meaning that if you slip up, they can't call the big homie to chastise you or shut
Facts.
you up, then they're not gonna let you in. We had to kick the door in.
Facts.
Okay, and keep the gat on the table when we got inside because we had no friends in that world. So it's the same thing in every single situation that you go into. You know what I'm saying? There's a ceiling, there's a self-imposed ceiling in all of these industries. You know what I'm saying? There's a power dynamic that you have to go up against. And Roland Martin, yeah, it probably pained him to have to acknowledge Umar and bring him and expose him to his national audience. Because best believe, as we might know about Umar and you know what I'm saying, we acknowledge that this brother
Millions who don't.
this brother has a strong following. There's millions that don't know about that brother. And that was their first level exposure to him. And they was trying to cut his knees from the door. You dig what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, yeah.
Is this when you see things like Oprah sold the majority of her shares and own her network, her network. Like doesn't even make sense to like Revolt. I don't think anybody watches Revolt. Like, they don't have a lot of original program. I don't think, right?
Not as of yet.
Does it make any sense? Like Tom Joyner said, boycott TV, boycott TV One.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense at this point to even?
Who watches? I've never seen
I don't
a show on
really,
TV1 in my
I used to
life.
watch old videos on there, but
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
No, people are not
Instead of
watching
boycotting,
cable anyway.
yeah,
Like that shit is
all
not
of that-
the wave.
see, people always take the boycott route, but they don't give them the other option. Boycott TV One, but watch these channels. Remember, like Blue said, certain people won't say certain names because they don't have interest in these companies. There's no leashes attached. They don't own stocks in your brand. Like they're not gonna promote you to a global audience and forsake their audience. Just for you to get what you deem the truth out. I don't know if it works like that. It never has.
Rich, but I came from the Nile Valley. It's bittersweet, I smile sadly. Truth rarely seen like child's daddies. I'm in Hotep, I style flashy. Regarded highly, I'm Selassie. As time is passing, tribes are clashing. I know the ledge, I grow my dreads. My queen's two open legs have golden eggs, I'm hatched. 9 months had to hold my breath. Now I dream so heavy that I broke the bed. Provoke the feds that slaughter the sons. 12 get the 4-5 like a quarter to 1. The war has begun. Latin for sun, the soul and melanites get more of the sun. We the fortunate one. Got the God in the womb and the Lord in my come, and no more means love. Death is the source that I'm from. Everything that they do, we have already done. Self-taught, my ice a melt salt. Mine high price, I write and sell thought. I felt cloth, I cannot in cotton shop in aquaponic chronic.